What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for my official Lego room tour. Now, I've been working on this new Lego room for about 2 weeks now. I know some of you guys have been following the updates of my mini series, and I'm very pleased to announce that the room is finally finished. There are a couple things that are still in the mail, still in transit, that still need to be figured out. However, I felt like those things wouldn't take away from the overall look of the Lego room. So I decided today's the day. I'm going to be showing you guys what the new Lego room looks like. Enough talk, let's go take a look. So what I'm gonna do is start from this end right here, and we're just basically gonna go in a circle all the way across the room, showing you guys everything I got. So this part right here is probably one of the largest spaces of wall that doesn't have like a door or a window in there. You can see there's even a door on either side. So it was kind of a no-brainer to put the Star Destroyer here because it's so big and needs so much space. I've got it displayed on one of these IKEA shelves, and spoiler alert, most of the furniture is going to be from IKEA. I absolutely love IKEA. It's affordable, environmentally friendly, and looks great. So I've got some random sets down here. This is not the final look for these shelves. I need to unpack my books and unpack some smaller sets. So these were kind of just stuck in here so they'd be out of the way and not on the floor. We also have Mrs. Coconut's little mock right there. Moving on over here, we have the famous box wall as well as my beautiful display shelves. So a little bit about the box wall. I wanted to incorporate it in the new studio just because I felt like it was pretty iconic to the old Lego room. A lot of people knew it, a lot of people loved it. I personally loved it. And so I decided to put it behind the shelves to kind of give you an extra layer to look at over here. So not only am I displaying sets, but I'm displaying the beautiful boxes as well. And some of those are sealed, some of them are open. Moving on to the shelves, these are the Ivar IKEA shelves. This setup may look a little bit familiar, almost like discount Solid Brick Studios. If you're watching, huge shout out, huge thank you, man. I really like the way your Lego room looked. I didn't want to copy it exactly, obviously, because I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to have my own creative spin on things, but I definitely took inspiration from Solid Brick Studio. So if you haven't seen his room tour and his channel, I would highly recommend checking it out. There is one thing I do want to adjust with these shelves, and that is this section right here. So this is my favorite. You've got the beautiful gunships, beautiful ATTEs, my favorite Lego Star Wars sets right there. And I want these to be a little bit lower because I film my reviews, podcasts, basically anytime I'm sitting down is going to be in front of here. And I want these to be visible from the camera, but right now they're a little bit too high. So I'm going to be bringing those shelves down a little bit. One of the reasons these shelves are so tall is because of this bad boy right here. You can see this fin is so tall that I needed a giant shelf space to be able to display it. So I think I'm going to bring all the shelves down a little bit so you can see these in my videos. I also have a couple of the Lego VIP coins right there. I got the castle one and the space one. Moving on over here, this is kind of like my favorite area of the Lego room because this is the mock building area. You guys know me, I love my mocks, so I had to do just a sweet setup for that. Over here, we've got some more Ivar shelves. These are kind of the smaller ones. These are 17 by 12 inches. And I felt like these would be perfect to store the Acro Mills bins. This is going to be my new Lego sorting system. Very similar to Solid Brick Studios as well. You can see I took a lot of inspiration from his channel. He makes great content, does great mocks, so I mean, why not, right? And the reason I'm going with these buckets instead of my older Acro Mills sorting bins is because I can fill these up as tall as I want. I can fill it up, that high. And the old ones I would fill up and I would overfill them, and then when I try to get the drawer out of the containers, when I try to pull the drawer out, it wouldn't open because it was so full that it would just get stuck. That really bothered me, and especially after Utah, I just have so many pieces that I needed a much bigger sorting system to be able to handle it all. Before we move on past this, I want to show you guys the little closet I have. It's actually a big closet. Very happy with all the closet space. It's very messy right now, just a jumble of everything that I don't want out in the Lego room. So we have boxes up there. Down here we've got sealed sets, more boxes, and I have a couple of my posters that I still need to hang up. And this is where all of my loose parts are being housed, just until I can get them over there into the red Acro Mills bin. So this will be organized, but this is pretty low on the priority list just because it's storage. Moving on over here, we have more storage shelves for bulk parts. We've got a lot of the Acro Mills bins. I can fit I believe 63 individual bins on here, which gives me a lot of variety for storing parts. You can see there's some of them are still empty, still coming in the mail. For some reason, Amazon is just having trouble shipping my last orders, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Now, moving on to kind of like the centerpiece of this room, kind of the first thing you notice when you walk in, this giant mega table. These are actually 3 separate tables I connected to create one giant table for mocks. And the reason I got rid of the folding tables is because when they would fold out, there'd be like a little bit of a hill right here, and that would cause my mocks to sag and crack, and I really hated that. So I wanted something that was very flat and very smooth. And I was very particular when I was picking what tables I would have. I went to IKEA, measured a bunch of different kinds, looked at a bunch of different colors. Ultimately, I went with these because these would allow me to create the biggest mock possible for the cheapest price, because these individual tables are only $27.99, whereas kind of the nicer mahogany ones a lot of people have are $60 each. They did also have a dark gray one that was pretty cheap, but the thing I didn't like about the dark gray was the color. I was afraid that, you know, when building on here, filming videos, showcasing stuff, because the tabletop would be so dark, I'd have to turn up the brightness and exposure of my video, thus kind of ruining the shot, like making the Legos look too bright and shiny. So I went with the neutral light blue color, and I'm very pleased to say that it's worked really well. I haven't had any problems with exposure, with overexposure or brightness. So very happy to start working on mocks on the table. Under the table, I've got like a bunch of odds and ends. We've got Utapao right here. This is kind of like the last large chunk. I'm actually going to be keeping this whole section right here as a memento. I like to keep a little bit of each mock built just to kind of remember it by. There's another chunk over there that needs to be taken apart. And then here, just got a bunch of books, some instructions, other personal effects that kind of need to be packed away. But you know, this was low priority stuff. Moving on over here, we have my editing section. So it does get kind of bright, so I'm going to shut the blinds while we're here to kind of help with the light. So this is going to be where I do my editing, and this corner right here was actually really tough to figure out because you can see it's so small and there's a window on either side. So I couldn't really display sets, couldn't put boxes, couldn't build anything right here. And then I realized this would be a perfect place to edit. So I put my desk over here, and now I've got like great lighting. I can look out the window, I got a nice view while I'm working on the computer, doing Bricklink orders, editing YouTube videos, whatever it is I'm doing over here. So very happy with how this corner turned out. Moving on over here, we've got a little chunk of my box wall. The reason I'm putting a little bit of the box wall over here is because I felt like it would spice up the room and kind of give it that cool Lego Star Wars man cave vibe. Over here, this is where I house the bulk of Utapao. And like my previous mocks, you got lots of plate, lots of bricks, lots of slopes. I do also keep all of my minifigures over here. Eventually these will be dispersed throughout the room, but for now they're all over here. On top of the shelves, I've got the treehouse and the blacksmith shop. Both of these sets are pretty large in volume, so it's kind of tough to display them. So I felt like they would look really good over here, and they're not my favorite sets in the collection, so I wasn't too concerned with them having a front row seat. I hope you guys enjoyed my Lego Room Tour 2021 edition. Brand new studio, a whole bunch of new possibilities, and I am really excited to get started on some of the new projects. I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to you guys who have been watching and supporting me throughout setting up this new Lego room, and to everybody who has been supporting me from the beginning. This is kind of the beginning of a new era for the channel, and I want to take a second to really thank you guys and appreciate you guys for what you've been doing. And a huge shout out to those of you guys who have been donating as well. It still blows my mind that there are people out there who are willing to donate their money to help support me and the channel. So huge thank you again. I'm excited to start the new projects, excited for all the new things coming for you guys. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, anything at all, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you won't miss out on any future content. But until next time, happy building. This setup may look a little